Welcome to Shades of Good News with me, Rebecca Azar. Shades of Good News is dedicated to highlighting positive news stories from around the world centering Black people. I want to celebrate us because Black people aren't a monolith. So why should our stories be? From entrepreneurship to trailblazing leaders to people who are talking about social change. Anything, as long as it centers positive news within the Black community, you'll hear it right here. I'm committed to bringing you the bright side of Black in news, the vibrant, positive shades of our story, just like our skin. "2024, the year of the Black woman." 2024, let's already put it in the books. Time Magazine, you already know what it is. Okay? The year of the Black woman. 2024, Black women are winning. Black women are winning. Black women are at the forefront. And this is not knocking the Black men. So don't get on your mics and be like, oh, yeah. No. 2024 is the year of the Black woman. I'm so proud to be one. Listen, we're dominating in politics. Okay? We're dominating in sports. We're dominating in the pageants. We're dominating in the cooking field. We're dominating everywhere. So 2024 is the year of the Black woman. Simone Biles wins gold at the Olympics in Paris this year, 2024. She is the most decorated American gymnast at the Olympics, okay? The most decorated. And she made history more than one time at this year's Paris 2024 Olympics. But what I love the most about this story, especially with Simone Biles, if you don't remember, at the Tokyo Olympics in 2020, she actually sat it out, representing America, but also representing the importance of mental health, taking a break. While everybody was discussing, oh goodness, she shouldn't do that for herself. She's messing up. She's not a hard worker. She made sure that she put her mental health first, took that 4 years for her mind, her safe space, crafted and honed in more on her skills, and came back stronger than ever. Even with an injury during this year's games, she still came back stronger.
Did you prepare getting ready for games again?
Obviously, staying on my weekly therapy sessions, and even whenever I was here, I was scheduling appointments with my therapist that could work, whether it was early in the morning for me or early in the morning for her. So just staying on top of that meant the world to me, but also it helped me with my performances.
That's huge. And to hear you say that, how do you feel that you being outspoken about it has helped not just other gymnasts, but other athletes and other people?
Yeah. Well, I think it's okay to not be okay, and I think I showed a very vulnerable side that most people don't see, because most of the time whenever I'm out there, they're seeing me win gold medals and all of this stuff that's not relatable. So whenever I really break it down and I am very authentic to them, then they can feel like they can relate, and it's on a personal level.
Yeah.
And then they believe that they can get the help that they deserve.
There's a message in that. There's a message in that. Taking a break, no matter what the world is telling you that you should do. Taking a break when you know it's good for you, and it might be stepping away from something major, but making sure that you're effective enough to be able to serve. Letting go, resting, and coming back even stronger for a win. Simone Biles, Jordan Childs, and Rebecca Andrade of Brazil all made history for the first time during the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, when all three Black athletes shared the podium in Olympic gymnastics. Simone Biles had won silver, Jordan Childs had won bronze, and Rebecca Andrade had won gold. What a moment to witness. And while we're on the subject of the Olympics, let's talk about Shakeri. Shakeri Richardson. Everyone wants to say she didn't win because she won silver. But a win is a win. What that man said, a win is a win.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
A win is a win. You don't lose silver. You don't lose bronze. You win. There are 3 winning medals. And don't challenge me on this. I don't know what we're not getting here. She won. Just tapping in to say a few days later, Shakeri Richardson did go on to win gold.
See you later.
On the subject of the Olympics, Haiti also makes history at this year's 2024 Paris Olympics. Yes, right there in our colonizers' land. Just over there shining. Shining like we want to shine. Shining with our whole melanin. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Gymnastics. We was there too, Simone. We was there too, Rebecca. Haiti was there in the gymnastics for the first time ever on the world stage of the Olympics. Lindsay Brown, the first female gymnast to compete in the Olympics for Haiti. She's also an assistant coach. A little bit about her personally. She's an assistant coach at Penn State, where she led her team there to the NCAA regional finals. And her team were named the Northeast Region's Assistant Coaching Staff of the Year. And now she's an Olympian. Okay, she did the best in her career at the Olympics. What a way to make Haiti proud. And an honorable mention about Haiti at the Olympics, Haiti's fashion for the Olympics. 10 out of 10 will recommend. 10 out of 10 will recommend. Fashion Bomb Daily. It was on everything. TikTokers. The looks were created by Haitian-Italian designer Stella Jean, who wanted to incorporate Haiti's history and a little bit of Haiti's culture within the Olympics.
Stella Jean describes herself as a fashion designer and bridge builder. She is the daughter of an Italian father and a Haitian mother. And because of that, cultural inclusivity is the foundation of her brand. So when she got the responsibility of dressing 15 Haitian athletes, she knew she had a real opportunity on her hands. Obviously, focal points for these outfits are going to be that full skirt and the trousers for the men. The pattern that's chosen was actually created by a Haitian painter. The chambray shirts that you see both the men and women wearing are a special type of blue cotton that is spun in a specific traditional way to Haiti. And the work jacket that you see here is also a nod to a special type of jacket that a lot of Haitian men wear. Stella's main goal is that these athletes stand out in a beautiful, positive, and hopeful way in contrast with how Haiti is viewed by the world. Because Stella recognizes that Haiti is in a state of chaos and disarray and has been for many years, but that she knows the true heart of Haiti and that there is a resilience and hopefulness that they will make it to the other side and see better days.
Black women.
So many stories about Black women shining and taking back their lives, taking back their stories and owning them and being able to tell it themselves. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of this year. This is Alexis Smith of Wichita, and she was crowned on June 8th as the new Miss Kansas. But it was what the hardworking overnight nurse stood for at that pageant that actually made her story go viral.
What will be your vision as the next brand ambassador for the Miss Kansas organization?
My vision as the next Miss Kansas is to eliminate unhealthy and abusive relationships. Matter of fact, some of you out in this audience saw me very emotional because my abuser is here today. But that's not gonna stop me from being on this Miss Kansas stage and from representing as the next Miss Kansas. Because I and my community deserve healthy relationships. We deserve a domestic-free life.
Such a powerful moment that could have debilitated her, but she reclaimed her time and she won. Smith says that she's been dealing with abusive relationships since high school. And here she is today, looking her past straight in the eye and still deciding to move forward.
Black women.
So many women were inspired all over the world, online, and even shared their own stories, all because Alexis decided to own hers at the pageant. And she became Miss Kansas 2024. I'm so proud of you, Alexis, and I hope that you go on to do every single thing that you said that you wanted to do when it came to advocating for women who have been in domestic violent relationships. Good luck to you, girl. Win with Black Women, an organization that organized 40,000 Black women on a call just hours after Kamala Harris announced that she would be running for president.
Our Zoom, we thought we were going to have 1,000 people, and then it turned into 44,000 on Zoom, and then we found out Then it was another 30,000 in Clubhouse. There was, you know, thousands and thousands of other women who were just creating spaces.
Because of them, who mobilized on that call and raised over $1 million in less than a few hours, just being on that call, setting ground rules, saying what needs to be done, how to move. Zooms, as you know, probably maxed out at about 1,000. But because they knew somebody in the room, a woman who had connections over at Zoom was able to max it, push the maxing out at 40,000. 40,000 women were on a call and they mobilized. They mobilized and gained Kamala Harris her first million in just a few hours of her announcing that she's going to be running for president. After that, Black men mobilized. After that, white women mobilized. After that, white men mobilized. After that, Hispanic people mobilized. Even though Hispanic can be Black folks and all, you know, all the things. After that, all the different communities were getting together just to mobilize to make sure that we secure the presidential seat for Kamala Harris. Black women did that.
We have been meeting since 2020. And when we first came together in 2020, the full circle nature of this is that we got on that call on August 2nd, 2020, because Black women were collectively outraged with the narrative as it related to how the women who could potentially be the vice president of the United States were being discussed. How were they talking about the racism and the sexism? We got on a Zoom that night. It was 90 of us. I'll never forget Yolanda Caraway and Donna Brazile were the first two people to reply to the email and say, I'm in. We got on that Zoom. And 48 hours later, we had this open letter with 4,000 Black women. And we kept meeting. We kept meeting. But then Sunday, this moment where Black women all over the country wanted to be in unity, but most importantly, we're ready to get to work. And it's just been so special because we're uniting. I think for Black women, we're told for years and years and years, you led with Shirley Chisholm, a woman that I admire so much. She is my soror. She is a shero to so many Black women. People told her she couldn't and she didn't belong on the ticket. And for years and years and years, they always wanted Black women, Jonathan, to do the work, but not take the place where we belong on the ballot. And they led Black women and others to believe that we couldn't. And when the history books is written, it won't be the story of just not what we did, but how we did it. And that's going to be powerful.
Kamala Harris is also somebody who is shining, if I can say so myself, as a Black woman who is making history. Shouts out to Shirley Chisholm, who ran so that Kamala could stand in place right now and do what she's doing. Shouts out to Fannie Lou Hamer, who did what she needed to do to make sure that we got the rights. Black women.
But I'm Black.
Yes.
And I'm proud of being Black.
Absolutely.
And I was born Black. I will die Black. And I'm proud of being Black. And I'm not going to make any excuses for anybody.
I hope that you guys love this first premiere episode of Shades of Good News, a premiere episode that I wanted to dedicate to Black women. So I hope that you learn from this episode that you get to rest, you get to step away, you get to be in charge of your story, you get to be in charge of defining who you are, and you get to start over, come back in the game, and win. Black people aren't a monolith. And neither are our stories. And here are ways that you can support. You can support by liking, sharing, and following. You can follow me here, anywhere on one of these pages. And you can actually support by donating, giving your support here on Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, all of the things. And I'll see you guys soon. I love you so much, and I mean it. Thank you for being here on my premiere episode. Ooh, child. Black women.